Hardtail Mountain Bikes in 2026 have seriously leveled up lighter frames, better control, and performance that can handle almost any trail you throw at them. But here's what most riders don't realize. Some of these bikes look great on paper, but only a few are actually worth your money. So in this video, we're counting down the top 4 best hardtail mountain bikes of 2026 that truly deliver where it matters. Let's get into it. This is Ride Nexus. Top 4 best hardtail mountain bike. Number 4. Marin Pine Mountain 2. The Marin Pine Mountain is a versatile steel hardtail that does it all. This rig was clearly designed with an emphasis on bikepacking. The frame has a lot of mounts, and the steel construction creates a smooth and damp ride. The pedaling position is rock solid, and the Pine Mountain is a surprisingly competent climber. While this bike clearly prefers adventure rides, it holds up quite well on the average after-work trail ride. The middle-of-the-road geometry avoids being too long and slack or too steep and twitchy. It descends confidently, corners well, and scoots back up the hill surprisingly fast. Oh yeah, the build kit is rock solid, given the price, with highlights like a Shimano SLX 12-speed drivetrain and 4-piston brakes. The Marin is a bikepacking/adventure bike that holds up pretty well as a trail bike. It should be noted that there are much better options for riders looking for a hardtail mountain bike for daily trail riding duties. As a trail bike, the Pine Mountain is a little bland and dull and never stands out as particularly impressive. The beauty of this bike is in its versatility and can-do attitude, not its trail riding prowess. Number 3. Rocky Mountain Growler 50. The Rocky Mountain Growler craves high speeds and rowdy terrain. This hardtail has super aggressive geometry typically found on squishy enduro race bikes. This long bicycle is remarkably stable at high speeds and has the angles to feel exceptionally confident on steeper terrain. The Growler responds well to an aggressive pilot and, despite its length, likes to boost off rolls and bumps in the trail. Some meaty 2.6-inch WTB tires highlighted the build kit with a hard charging attitude to match the Growler's outlook on life. Climbing up mellow and buff climbs was surprisingly pleasant, thanks to a steep seat tube angle that puts you directly over the cranks. If you are the kind of rider who enjoys getting rad and going fast, this is a great bike. The Growler does have some noticeable shortcomings. We found technical climbing to be less than ideal despite the impressive ability to climb mellow grades. The combination of the long wheelbase and super slack front end makes it more difficult to handle in tight spaces, resulting in a slightly awkward feeling. Even on the descent, tight corners and awkward maneuvers can be more stressful than hitting the downslope on a shorter, steeper bike. Additionally, the build kit was a bit of a mixed bag. The Rocky Mountain 2-knee dropper post failed on us, but was replaced quickly under warranty. Also, the brakes are slightly too weak for how hard this bike wants to charge. Aside from that, there was little not to like about this hard-charging hardtail. There is no mistaking the Growler for a feathery, cross-country inspired hardtail. This isn't the bike that you jump on to try and set a personal record up your favorite grueling climb. That said, this bike delivers a surprisingly pleasant climbing experience that is comfortable and reasonably efficient. We found it to be much better motoring up smooth and buff climbs as opposed to techy and tight ones. The climbing geometry on the Growler is pleasant. When you're perched in the saddle, the steep 75-degree seat tube angle provides direct power transfer. The cockpit is plenty spacious without stretching the rider out too far. When spinning it out on well-designed trails, the Growler feels efficient. Despite the 31+ pound weight, the bike doesn't feel particularly long or heavy. With just a little bit of effort, you'll reach the top of the climb soon enough and without too much pain. Number 2. Ibis DV9X. The Ibis DV9 is a lightweight bicycle that can slay a trail ride and is just as well suited to entering a cross-country race. This bike has relatively upright, conservative cross-country oriented geometry. This bike prioritizes pedal efficiency and quick handling over downhill prowess. The result is tremendous climbing efficiency, zippy acceleration, and razor-sharp steering. The NX build we tested is budget-oriented, but Ibis didn't skimp where it matters with a great fork tires, wheels, and dropper post that enhances its all-around performance. This bicycle is a great choice for the rider who wants a versatile hardtail and frequently rides primarily smooth and flowy trails. The downside? The DV9 isn't the best choice for riders who ride rough or chattery trails. The stiff, lightweight carbon fiber frame transmits more of the trail surface to the rider. When you're motoring over choppy terrain, you certainly feel it. As a result, this bike is best piloted by experienced riders who can use proper form and soften their elbows and knees to finesse downhill. Number 1. Commencal Meta HTAM Essential. The Commencal Meta HTAM really knocked our socks off during testing and was a blast to ride in virtually all situations. The versatile hardtail rolls on 27.5+ inch wheels, but can be set up as a mullet or 29R and charges hard in aggressive terrain. The bike is super playful and a blast to ride. Its geometry is aggressive enough to be stable at speed and confidence-inspiring on gnarly trails. Yet it's not so long or slack that it becomes a handful at lower speeds or in tighter terrain. The 27.5-inch wheels and moderate reach in wheelbase also help to give the bike an eagerness to get off the ground, manual dips in the trail, and slap some corners. It's also a comfortable and relatively efficient climber that seemed to encourage our testers to get out of the saddle and stay on the gas. Commencal's consumer direct sales model means that you get a lot for your money, and the essential build we tested blows the doors off most other bikes in this price range. Given its plus-size tires and relatively slack front end, the Meta HTAM isn't the world's zippiest or most efficient hardtail. Those big old tires provide a nice damp ride feel, but they aren't the fastest rolling, and this bike can feel a little boring on mellower trails and terrain. That said, this isn't intended to be an XC bike, and most people riding the Meta HT will probably be having too much fun to care. We were truly impressed by this bike, and we feel it would be a great addition to anyone's bike quiver or as a low-maintenance daily driver. Commencal offers several models of the Meta HT with mullet wheel packages, and that 29 front wheel will only enhance this bike's versatility. At 30 pounds and 3 ounces, the Meta HTAM is no featherweight, but it's far from being too heavy. The weight of this bike isn't particularly noticeable while climbing, but it certainly doesn't feel like a zippy, lightweight XC racer underneath you. That said, the 74-degree seat tube angle lines the rider up comfortably above the bottom bracket, and power transfer feels direct and efficient. With a moderate 445mm reach, the seated pedaling position is relatively upright and comfortable for grinding out the climbs. With a moderate length 1,205mm wheelbase and 432mm chainstays, the Meta HT doesn't feel like a monster truck. Instead, it's quite maneuverable and tight. Technical sections and uphill switchbacks are a breeze. We also found it can scramble up some pretty absurd inclines, and the front end didn't feel prone to wandering like it often does on longer and slacker bikes. In fact, one of our testers cleaned a steep technical section of trail that he'd never even considered attempting before. If this video helped you make a better choice, drop a like right now and comment which bike stood out to you the most. I want to know. And if you're serious about bikes and e-bikes, you already know what to do. Subscribe to Ride Nexus for more real reviews and buying guides. Thanks for watching.